Miss Worthing.
Oh, my dear Ernest. What brings you up to town?
Oh, pleasure, pleasure. What brings one anywhere? Eating as usual at the Algae.
I believe it is customary and good society for one to take some slight refreshment at 5 p.m.
Well, yes, I suppose so. But hello, what are these cups? Cucumber sandwiches. Why such extravagance in one so young? Who is coming to tea?
Oh, merely Aunt Augusta and Gwendolyn.
Oh, perfect.
You know, so it's all very good. But I'm afraid Aunt Augusta won't quite approve of your being here.
May I ask why?
My dear man, the way you flirt with Gwendolyn, excuse me, is perfectly disgraceful. It's almost as bad as the way Gwendolyn flirts with you.
I am in love with Gwendolyn. I have come up to town expressly to propose to her.
Oh, have you? I thought you said you came up on pleasure. I call that business.
Actually, I'm romantic, you are.
Oh, please don't touch the cucumber sandwiches. They are ordered specially for Aunt Augusta.
Well, you have been eating them all the time.
That's quite another matter. She is my aunt. The bread and butter is for Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is simply devoted to bread and butter.
Well, very good bread and butter it is, too.
Well, you needn't eat as if you're going to eat it all. You behave as if you're married to her already. You aren't married to her already, and I don't think you ever will be.
Why on earth would you say that?
Well, for one thing, girls never marry the men that they flirt with. Girls don't think it right.
Oh, that is nonsense.
It isn't. It's a great truth that accounts for the extraordinary number of bachelors one sees all over the place. Oh, do you hear that? Huh. Oh. Well, that must be Aunt Augusta. Only relatives and creditors ever ring in that Wagnerian manner. Now, if I can get her out of the way for 10 minutes so that you might propose to Gwendolyn, can I dine with you tonight at Willis's?
Yes, I suppose so.
Yes, but you must be serious about it. I hate people who aren't serious about meals. They're so shallow.
Lady Bracknell and Miss Fairfax. Good afternoon, Algernon. I hope you're behaving well.
No, I'm feeling quite well, Aunt Augusta.
No, that's not quite the same thing. In fact, the two things rarely go together.
But you mean you are smart, aren't you?
I'm always smart. Am I not, Mr. Worthing?
You're quite perfect.
I hope I am not that. That leaves no room for development. And I intend to develop in many directions.
I'm terribly sorry we're late, Algernon, but I had to call on Lady Harbury this morning. I hadn't been to see her since her poor husband's death. I've never seen a woman look so altered. She looks quite 20 years younger. And now I'll have one of a nice cup of tea and one of those cucumber sandwiches you promised me.
Certainly, Aunt Augusta. Good heavens, Lane! Why are there no cucumber sandwiches? I ordered them specially.
Yes, well, there were no cucumbers at the market this morning. I went down twice.
No cucumbers?
No cucumbers. Sorry. Not even for ready money.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm greatly distressed, Aunt Augusta, about there being no cucumbers. Not even for ready money.
It really makes no matter, Algernon. I had some crumpets with Lady Harbury this morning, who seems to be living entirely for pleasure now.
Yes, I hear her hair has turned quite gold from grief.
It certainly has changed colour. From what cause, I dare not say.
Oh, well.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've got a special treat for you tonight, Algernon. I'm going to send you down with Lady Harbury. Excuse me, Lady Farquhar.
Oh.
She's such a nice woman, and she's so attentive to her husband. It's delightful to watch her.
Yes, well, I am afraid I shall have to give up the pleasure of dining with you tonight after all.
You mustn't, Algernon. It'll throw my table completely out. Your uncle will have to dine upstairs. Fortunately, he's accustomed to that.
Well, it is a terrible bore, and I need hardly say it, a great disappointment to me, but the fact is I've just had a telegram to tell me that my poor friend Bunbury has fallen ill again. And they seem to think I should be with him.
This is curiously strange. Your friend Bunbury seems to suffer from curiously bad health.
Yes, poor Bunbury is a dreadful invalid.
Well, I think it's high time this Bunbury fellow decide whether he was going to live or to die. The shilly-shallying with the subject is really quite awful. Now, if you would be much obliged to ask him from me if he would refrain from having a relapse on Saturday. For I need you to arrange my music. It's the last reception of the season, and I need something to encourage conversation, because it's at the end of the season, and of course everyone who's wanted to say anything has already said what they wanted to say, which was practically nothing.
I will speak with him if he's still conscious, but I can almost assure you that he will be better by Saturday. And yes, the music is always a great difficulty, you see, because if one plays good music, people don't listen, and if one plays bad music, people don't talk. But I would be happy to go over the program I've laid out if you would just come with me over here into the other room.
Oh, thank you, Algernon. It's so considerate of you. I'm sure the program will be delightful after a few expurgations. I cannot simply allow any French music. Everybody seems to think it's improper, and then they look shocked, which is vulgar, or they laugh, which is worse. German seems a reasonably respectable language, and I believe it is so. Now, Gwendolyn, if you will accompany me.
Certainly, Mamma.
Charming day it has been, Miss Fairfax.
Pray, don't talk to me about the weather. Whenever somebody talks to me about the weather, I certainly believe that they mean something else. And that makes me so very nervous.
I do mean something else.
I thought you did. In fact, I'm never wrong.
Miss Fairfax, I would like to take advantage of Lady Bracknell's temporary absence.
I applaud you too, because she has a problem with coming back into the room suddenly. I've often had to speak with her about that.
Gwendolyn, ever since I've met you, I've adored you more than any girl I've ever met. Since I met you.
No. Yes, I'm quite aware of this fact. I just wish that you would make this more knowledgeable in front of other people, in public. For me, you have always had an irresistible fascination. But before I have even met you, Mr. Worthing, I was nothing but indifferent towards you. We live in a world, which I believe you know, of ideals. We read these things in the more expensive monthly magazines, and they have reached all the way to the provincial pulpits, so I'm told. My ideals, Mr. Worthing, are to marry a man by the name of Earnest. Something about that name. It inspires complete confidence. Oh, when Algernon told me that he had a friend by the name of Earnest, I knew I was destined to love you.
Oh, Gwendolyn, you really love me.
Passionately.
Oh, darling, you don't know how happy you made me.
My own Earnest.
But surely you don't mean to say if my name wasn't Ernest, you wouldn't love me.
But your name is Earnest.
Yes, it is, but if my name wasn't Ernest, you don't mean to say you wouldn't love me then.
Well, that's a purely metaphysical speculation. And you know what they say about metaphysical speculations. They really have nothing to do with real-life facts as they stand.
Surely, Gwendolyn, there are much nicer names than Ernest. I mean, for instance, Jack is a charming name, isn't it?
Jack! No. There is almost no music, if any at all, in the name Jack. It doesn't thrill. It produces produces no vibrations. Oh, and besides, Jack is a known domesticity for John, and I pity any woman that marries a man by the name of John. I believe that she wouldn't know one moment of the entrancing solitude that she deserves. At any rate, I believe the only safe name is Earnest.
Gwendolyn, I must get christened at once. I mean, we must get married at once. There is no time to be lost.
Married, Mr. Worthing!
Well, surely, you know how I feel about you, and Miss Fairfax, you have not led me to believe that you were all that indifferent to me.
Well, I adore you, but you haven't even proposed to me yet. The subject of marriage hasn't even been touched upon.
Well, shall I propose to you now?
I believe that would be an admirable idea. And to save you any future disappointment, I find that it's purely my grace to tell you that I am fully going to accept.
Oh, Gwendolyn.
Yes, what do you have to say to me?
Well, you know what I've got to say to you.
Yes, but you've got to say it.
Will you marry me?
Of course I will. But how long have you been about it? You don't seem to have much skill in the art of proposal.
My own one. I've never loved anything in the world but you.
Yes, but don't men practice proposing? Like, my brother Gerald practices all the time. All my girlfriends tell me so. Oh, Ernest, you have such wonderful blue eyes. Quite blue. I hope you will always look at me like this, especially when there are other people around.
Rise, Mr. Worthing, from that semi-recumbent posture. It's most indecorous.
No, Mama! I bid you, please, this is no place for you. Won't you retire? Mr. Worthing is not quite finished yet.
Finished with what, may I ask?
Me and Mr. Worthing are engaged!
You are not engaged to anyone. When you become engaged to someone, I, or your father, should his health permit it, will tell you so. An engagement should come as a surprise to a young woman, whether it be pleasant or unpleasant, as the case may be. And it should definitely not be a matter that a young girl should arrange for herself. Now, I have a few questions to pose to Mr. Worthing. And while I make these inquiries, Gwendolyn, you will wait for me below in the carriage.
Mama!
You will wait for me downstairs in the carriage. In the carriage, Gwendolyn.
Yes, Mama.
You can have a seat, Mr. Worthing.
I prefer standing, Lady Bracknell.
No. I feel bound to tell you that you are not on my list of eligible young men. Well played. But I am willing to have your name should you give the required answers of a really affectionate mother reply. Now, do you smoke?
Why, yes, I must admit I do smoke.
I'm glad to hear it. I believe every man should have an occupation. There are too many idle men in London. What is your age?
29.
A reasonable age to be married at. I believe that any man that desires to enter into a marriage should either know everything or nothing. Which do you know?
I know nothing, Lady Bracknell.
I'm glad to hear it. I do not approve of anything that tampers with natural ignorance. Ignorance is like a flower, an exotic flower. Touch it and the bloom is gone. The idea of modern education is completely unstoppable. Fortunately, in England, education really requires nothing. If it did, it would be a quite danger to upper classes and would probably cause acts of violence in Grosvenor Square. What's your income?
Oh, between 7,000 and 8,000 a year.
In land or investments?
Investments, chiefly.
Good. Between the matters of the duties that one has during one's life and the duties exacted of one after one's death, land can hardly provide either privilege or pleasure. It gives one position, of course, and then prevents one from keeping it up. That's all that can be said for land.
Well, I do have a home in the country with some land attached to it, naturally. About 1,500 acres or so. But I don't depend on that for my real income. As far as I can make out, only the poachers make anything off it.
You have a country home? How many bedrooms? Oh, that can be settled afterwards. I hope you have a townhouse. A girl of the nature of unspoiled, simple natures could not be required to reside in the country.
Well, I do have a home in Belgrave Square. Of course, it's let by the year, but a lady Bloxham, but I can get it back at any point with 6 months' notice.
Lady Bloxham, I don't know her.
Oh, she goes about very little. She's very advanced in her years.
Ah. Nowadays, that is no guarantee of respectability and character. What number in Belgrave Square?
149.
The unfashionable side. I knew there was something. But that can be altered.
Do you mean the fashion or the side?
Both, if necessary, I presume. What are your politics?
I'm afraid I don't have any. I'm a liberal unionist.
Oh, well, those are the same thing as Tories. They dine with us. Or come in the evening, I suppose. Now, on to more minor matters. Are both your parents living?
I've lost both my parents.
Oh. Mr. Worthing. To lose one parent is quite a misfortune. To lose both is carelessness. Who was your father? He seems to be of some wealth. Did he grow up in what the radical papers called the People of Commerce, or did he rise from the ranks of aristocracy?
I'm afraid I don't know. The fact is, I said I've lost my parents. But it would be nearer to truth to say that they've lost me. I don't know who I am by birth. I was found.
Found?
Yes, by the late Mr. Thomas Cardew. Very generous, charitable man. Found me and gave me the name of Worthing because he had a ticket in his pocket at the moment to Worthing, which is a place in Sussex, a seaside resort.
And where did the last ticket to a seaside resort find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag?
Yes, Lady Bracknell, a handbag. You know, a fairly large handbag, black leather with straps attached to it. Rather ordinary handbag, actually.
And in what locality did this Mr. Cardew Thomas gentleman find you?
In the cloakroom at Victoria Station. It was given to him in mistake for his own.
The cloakroom at Victoria Station?
Yes. Oh, the Brighton line.
Oh, the line is immaterial. Oh, Mr. Worthing,
Wonderful.
I seem to be bewildered by what you've just told me. To be born in, or at least bred in, a handbag seems to be a display of contempt for family decency. And the specific locality of the handbag in which you were found seems to be some sort of a cover-up. How would you be in any sort of position to have in good society?
Well, what would you advise me to do? I need not say I would do anything in the world to ensure Gwendolyn's happiness.
I would advise you, Mr. Worthing, to try and find some relations very soon and make a definite effort to require and show one parent of either sex before the season is quite over.
Well, I can't possibly do that. I could produce the handbag into my dressing room at home. By you.
Me? Me? Oh, it has nothing to do with me. Do you think I or Mr.
Woo!
Do you think I or Mr. Worthing would allow our only daughter who was brought up in the care marry to our handbag? Making alliance with a cloakroom and a parcel? But dang!
think are you?
Didn't I go up all right? You don't mean to say Gwendolyn refused you. Oh, it's too bad, haven't you? It's just refusing people. I find it most nature.
Gwendolyn is right as a trivet. Just the mother is quite unbearable. She's a gorgon. I don't even know what a gorgon is, but I'm sure she is one. She's a monster without being a myth, which is rather unfortunate. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking to my relatives that way before you.
Oh, I love to hear my relatives abused. I love to hear them abused. It's the only reason I put up with them in the first place. Relations are nothing more than a tedious pack of people having the slightest idea about how to live, nor the barest instinct about when to leave.
That is nonsense.
It isn't.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you. I just wanted to argue about things.
Oh, my dear boy, that is precisely what things were originally created for. Now, if we want to get a good table at Willis's, we really ought to dress. You know, it's already nearly 7.
Oh, it's always near 7.
Well, I'm hungry.
I never knew you when you weren't.
What shall we do after we eat? Do you want to go to the theater?
No, I loathe listening.
Well, we might go to the club.
Oh no, I despise talking.
Well, perhaps we might trot around the Empire.
Oh no, I can't bear looking at things. It is so silly.
Well, then what shall we do?
Nothing.
That is awfully hard work doing nothing. Then again, I'm not completely opposed to hard work when there's no definite object of time.
That is nonsense. All you ever talk about is nonsense. You're going to get yourself in a serious scrape someday.
Oh, I love a good scrape. It's the only thing that's never really serious.